play, and this is a card game where players are trying to accumulate different artifacts in order to build the most prestigious museum. Players are going to be taking turns drafting cards from a shared grid of cards, where in that grid there's always going to be one card missing. This represents the starting space of the player, and on your turn you can move up to 2 cards away from that space in order to take that card into your hand. There's both resource cards and artifact cards, with most of the artifact cards requiring you to discard a number of resources. Each of the cards are also double-sided, and you can spend a resource to do things like flip a card to the other side if there's nothing there that you're interested in, or you could use a resource to also move an additional space. And once you've taken a card, you're going to be drawing a new card from the main deck and then replenishing the space that you started in. You'll be able to look at both sides of that card and decide which side you want face up, and then the next player is going to be starting their turn in the space where you left off. When players take cards and play them into their own tableau, you're going to be making different rows in front of you, and the goal here is to try and make these rows as long as possible, while also matching up as many of the cards' colors with the cards that are adjacent to them. You can only have 2 rows on the go at the same time, but once you close a row off with a special card, that will open up a new row for you to start. But another interesting aspect here is that each of these cards does have a special ability, and you'll be able to use any of those abilities that are on the rightmost side of any of your rows. I think that's a really cool way to do it because it means you'll have different abilities available to you as you're building up your different rows. And the game's going to continue like this, and then players will tally up their score at the end of the game, and the player with the most victory points wins the game. And if you're interested in this one, I have links to the backer kit in the description below.